Imagine living in a world where your greatest achievements don't come from the titles on your resume, the wealth you accumulate, or even the accolades you collect. Instead, they come from a silent, powerful journey you take within yourself, a journey that shapes who you are at your very core. What if real success was about choosing humility over ego, sacrifice over self-interest, and inner strength over external power? Today, we dive into The Road to Character by David Brooks, a guide to unlocking the virtues that last beyond a lifetime. Prepare to explore a path where the true measure of success isn't in what you accomplish, but in the depths of the person you choose to become. Let's take that first step. In The Road to Character, David Brooks embarks on a profound exploration of what it truly means to live a life of character, contrasting a culture driven by self-promotion, external achievements, and resumed virtues, with the timeless importance of humility, self-reflection, and eulogy virtues. These eulogy virtues, qualities like kindness, bravery, integrity, and faithfulness, are what we would want people to remember about us after we're gone. Brooks provides a blueprint for nurturing a character-driven life through the biographies of historical figures who embodied this inner strength and moral clarity. Resumed virtues versus eulogy virtues, a distinction in values. One of Brooks' core arguments is that our modern culture places immense value on resumed virtues, the skills and achievements that contribute to career success and material gain. These virtues are important, but they are not the essence of who we are as people. In contrast, eulogy virtues reflect deeper aspects of character, the traits that shape how we interact with others, how we face challenges, and what truly gives meaning to our lives. Brooks notes that while resumed virtues help us advance professionally, it is the eulogy virtues that ultimately lead to fulfillment, helping us develop a life marked by purpose and moral courage. Understanding the Big Me culture. Brooks critiques our Big Me culture, which is focused on self-esteem, self-promotion, and individual success. In this world, personal image, accolades, and outward success are often celebrated above all else, leading to a pervasive sense of entitlement and the notion that happiness is achieved through outward achievement. This culture of self-centeredness can ultimately hinder genuine connection, as we lose sight of the importance of humility and self-sacrifice. Brooks suggests that when we are too focused on the Big Me, we become disconnected from others, unable to nurture the deep relationships that bring true satisfaction. The idea of moral struggle. In a world that often prizes comfort and instant gratification, The Road to Character emphasizes the importance of struggle and adversity in shaping a person's character. Brooks explains that each of the historical figures he profiles faced significant inner conflicts and moral struggles, which they worked through in order to live a meaningful life. This process, he argues, is integral to character development. By facing our weaknesses and wrestling with our limitations, we build resilience and moral clarity. These struggles teach us humility, compassion, and the value of striving to become a better version of ourselves. Self-conquest and self-mastery, developing inner strength. Brooks contends that to cultivate a life of character, we must confront our own weaknesses and commit to a lifelong journey of self-conquest. This involves recognizing our flaws, biases, and tendencies and working diligently to transcend them. Self-mastery requires discipline, self-control, and the willingness to put the needs of others above our own. This does not come easily, as it involves choosing humility over pride, patience over impulsiveness, and empathy over self-interest. Through self-mastery, we learn to harness our strengths in service of others, thereby becoming individuals who inspire and uplift those around us. Examples of the Humility Code. Throughout the book, Brooks introduces us to various figures from history who lived by what he calls the Humility Code, an implicit understanding that true greatness is achieved through humility and moral courage. From St. Augustine, who wrestled with his own flaws and limitations to reach a deeper understanding of faith, to Francis Perkins, a social worker who championed workers' rights and social justice, each of these individuals exemplifies the humility code in their own way. This code is characterized by qualities like self-sacrifice, integrity, and an enduring commitment to a cause greater than oneself. Brooks also highlights the story of Dwight Eisenhower, who embodied a disciplined approach to life, relying on self-restraint and duty to guide his decisions. Eisenhower's journey illustrates how the humility code can serve as a guide for navigating the complex moral choices we face, especially in leadership positions. His example shows that real power lies not in outward authority, but in the strength of character that comes from consistent dedication to one's values. The importance of vulnerability and authenticity. Brooks argues that true character is cultivated through vulnerability and authenticity. In a society that often encourages us to project a flawless image, admitting to our shortcomings and failures can be an act of courage. Vulnerability allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, as it fosters empathy and mutual understanding. By acknowledging our imperfections, we not only grow as individuals but also give others the permission to embrace their own humanity. Authenticity, Brooks suggests, is essential for genuine connection and moral integrity. Sacrifice as a path to fulfillment. Brooks posits that the act of sacrifice, putting others' needs before our own, can be a profound source of personal growth and fulfillment. In the stories he shares, individuals who sacrificed personal gain for a higher cause found a deep sense of purpose and peace. Sacrifice, in this context, is not about self-neglect. Rather, it's about choosing to serve something greater than oneself. This choice ultimately enriches our lives, allowing us to find meaning in relationships, service, and moral purpose. When we embrace sacrifice, we transcend our own desires, becoming part of a greater legacy. Moral realism and acceptance of imperfection. Brooks emphasizes the concept of moral realism, a perspective that recognizes the complexity and imperfection of human nature. Moral realists, as he describes, do not view themselves as inherently good or bad but as individuals constantly striving to overcome their flaws. This perspective encourages us to embrace our humanity while also recognizing the ongoing effort required to live by our values. Brooks argues that by accepting our imperfection, we become more forgiving of ourselves and others, creating space for growth and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Grace and redemption. At its heart, the road to character speaks to the transformative power of grace and redemption. Brooks argues that the journey to character involves recognizing our flaws, seeking forgiveness, and working to repair the harm we have caused. Grace, in this sense, is a state of humility and acceptance, a willingness to let go of ego and embrace compassion. Redemption, he explains, is an ongoing process of growth and renewal, a commitment to becoming a better person each day. Through grace and redemption, we can transcend our past mistakes and build lives of integrity and purpose. Finding purpose in service to others. Brooks concludes that true character is cultivated through service to others, not through the pursuit of personal gain. By dedicating ourselves to the welfare of those around us, we not only contribute to a more compassionate world but also find a sense of purpose that transcends material success. In a society focused on individualism, Brooks reminds us that the path to character lies in connection, compassion, and service. This commitment to others can help us find enduring happiness, as we cultivate relationships and a legacy that outlasts our time on earth. Walking the road to character. The road to character is a call to embrace a life of purpose, humility, and moral courage. Brooks urges us to prioritize eulogy virtues over resume virtues, reminding us that character is not built overnight but through a lifelong journey of self-reflection, struggle, and service. In a world where external achievements are often celebrated above all else, Brooks challenges us to look inward, to confront our own weaknesses, and to strive for a life marked by integrity, compassion, and genuine connection. By walking the road to character, we become individuals who not only uplift ourselves but also inspire those around us to pursue lives of meaning and moral depth. In essence, the road to character is not just a guide to personal growth. It's an invitation to reimagine success as something far deeper than external accomplishments. By adopting a mindset of humility, vulnerability, and service, we can cultivate a legacy of kindness, courage, and resilience that will be remembered long after we're gone.